Hello everyone, and welcome to Action RPG Build Guide Edition. Today, I am updating my main build, my staple, Fire Necro for 0.8.2. It's getting a little bit of a facelift. Now, as always, everything is timestamped in the description below, so if you need to jump to skills or passives or you want to see gameplay, you can do that through the description. On top of that, if you are on the fence for last Epoch, if you want to gift this game to a friend, right now, through my Nexus store, this game is 20% off. On Steam, it is full price. Through my Nexus store, it's 20%. So it is the best time to possibly purchase it. Check it out. Again, the link is in the description below. All right, let's jump right into this. So let's start off with some gameplay. Right now, I am logged into an Echo level 100. The skills I'm going to be using are Wraith, Summon Volatile Zombie, Skeletal Mage, Summon Bone Golem, and Rip Blood. So let's see what we can do. Should be fairly easy if there's anyone to fight. Come on. Spiders. They just tear through everything. So pretty simple. The build hasn't changed really for its core mechanics. You're still going to be summoning Wraiths, your Mages, and your Golem. Your Mages, you're the main damage dealer. Your Golem keeps you alive. Rip Blood gives you ward and regenerates your mana. And now we've taken out Dreadshade and we have added in zombies, which is one of the best skills probably in the game right now. Come on. Ooh, I want that. Dude, I need run walk on my boots desperately. Right. So much going on screen. Pretty easy. Let's do another one. Here we go. Oh, is that the best you could do? Now for my builds, if anybody is new here, I never use any auto casting. A lot of other people for race will use auto casting. I personally don't like it, and really 11th Hour Games doesn't like it. So I try to make builds that never use auto cast. Again, if you've used this build in the past, basically what we've done is we've replaced Dreadshade with Summon Volatile Zombie. And I've tweaked a couple of the other skills, nothing huge, but you will see that in the skills portion. Attention. Let's go this way. Now in this build, and you'll see it during the skills portion, when a Wraith dies, there's a 30% chance to cast or to make a zombie. So a lot of the times you're not even making zombies, they're just getting auto-created from your Wraiths expiring. It's kind of nice because then you could focus on just making Wraiths and you don't have to worry about casting zombies as well. Do you see this? My life literally, has it even moved? Also, you'll see during the skill portion, your zombies give you a big boost to your ward. So not only does Rip Blood help you with ward, but also your zombies. Alright, what do we got? I don't need that. Dude, I am so slow. It's like painful for me to even watch it, let alone record it. massacres everything. Level 100 timeline. By the way, this character is level 98. 98. Alright, come on. This run's too long. What do we got back here? There's a guy. I don't think he's gonna make it. Done. Let me show you how to recreate this build. Starting off with skills, and our first skill, Summon Wraith. Now on here, nothing has changed. 2 into Grave Reality, 4 into Lay the End, 1 into Spirit Link, 3 into Dawn of the Fall, 3 into Dusk of the Living, 4 into Wraithbringer, 2 into Flame Wraith, and 1 into Fallen Reclamation. Nothing has changed. I went through everything. It still looks good. Second skill, Summon Skeletal Mage. It used to be Summon Skeleton Mage, so they actually changed the name so there's less confusion, just in case you were curious. 5 into Cellar Mortis. This is a change. We had 4 in here prior. Now it is 5. 1 into Order of Death. 3 into Grey Merchant. 1 into Pyromancers. 1 into Inferno. 4 into Splinter Dominion. And 5 into Grave Tide. Now the change in here is I've put 1 into Cellar Mortis, it used to be 4, and then I've pulled 4 out of Flame Rot, and I have put it into Splinter Dominion. I have done lots of testing, and I used to say that I'd rather have 1 strong shot instead of 3 weaker shots. I have, through testing, it's not that weaker of a shot, so it's nice having the extra 2 bolts. So for now, we are on Splinter Dominion. I know a lot of people have been telling me this in the past, so that is what we're rolling with. Summon Skeletal Mage. Moving over to Summon Bone Golem. Now, I have tested, once this patch went live, literally every way you can go. Getting 2 of them, going all fire. It's not even close. Nothing has changed. You need this golem to stay alive in Endgame. It generates 100% threat. It keeps your other minions alive through armor. It keeps you alive through ripping blood. It is a great skill. Literally, it keeps you alive because no one fights you. They all fight this big guy. 5 into AOS, 4 into Tower of Bones, 5 into Hunger, 1 into Blood Golem, and 5 into AOP. That is all you want. All it does is generate threat to keep you alive, keeps your minions alive, and keeps itself alive and you alive. Great skill. Good protector. Rip Blood, nothing has changed. 2 into Arcane Absorption, 1 into Rip Spirit, 1 into Arcane Fortress, still an amazing skill. This is what changes the life to ward. 5 into Hemomancer, 1 into Thirst. This is just a wasted skill. You only need 19 for this, so I just throw it in for the extra cast speed. Thirst. 5 into Quenching, 3 into Mana Feast, 1 into Marrow Drinker, and 1 into Hematology. And Mana Feast is where you get your mana. Arcane Fortress is where you get your ward. Nothing has changed. And now we've got the newcomer. Summon Volatile Zombie. And I've actually looked this up. Volatile and Volatile, but same word. You could say it either way. You ready? 2 into Forceful Commander, 1 into Daunting Blast, 2 into Ravenous, 2 into Pull of the Grave. We'll talk about Pull of the Grave in a second. 4 into Army of Rot, 1 into Flammable, 1 into Path of Destruction, 3 into Necromantic Fever, 1 into Vital Ward, and 3 into Awakening Presence. This skill is so good. I made a video yesterday. I'll link it in at the end of this video because I am blown away by this skill. I hope it doesn't get like a crazy nerf or something like that. But listen to this. First off, when it comes to Necromancer, none of the summons have kill threshold. This does. So when you're talking about bosses, when you're talking about packs, now you have a minion with a 16% kill threshold. So when that boss starts to ramp up at the end of its life, you don't have to worry about it because your zombies will kill it. Huge. On top of that, it'll do an extra 60% to bosses and rares. So you're going to be using your zombie a lot in those large fights. You can change the skill so its base, physical, and poison now does fire, which is awesome because obviously your whole character is fire. On top of that, every single time one of the zombies explode, 3% of its max health is going to come back to you in ward. That's why when you're watching the gameplay, I was getting huge ward hits, not only from Rip Blood, but also from my zombies exploding. And lastly, every single time a Wraith dies, which is happening all the time because you're making them as they are dying, there's a 30% chance that it'll recast a Volatile zombie. So they just keep popping up over and over again to give you ward. It's an amazing skill. And you can run this any way you want. I've tested everything. I'm sure somebody disagrees and wants to do it a different way. You can make them leaping. You can change them to necrotic. You can make them bigger. You can have them vomit out poison or vomit out flame. So many options with this skill. But this is what I want to show you. Whenever I make a build guide, I do everything I can to ensure that it has perfect synergy. It's very important to synergize your skills. This is the best build I've ever had from Synergy. Check this out. I've never seen this. Summon Wraith. Scaling tags and minion tags. Minion, intelligence, fire, spell. 4 tags. Minion, intelligence, fire, spell. Mage. Minion, intelligence, fire, spell. They are the exact same scaling tags. Summon Volatile Zombie. Minion, intelligence, fire, spell. The 3 main skills that you use for damage have the exact 4 same scaling tags, which means when you are gearing your character, you know exactly the 4 you have to go after. There is nothing that does not go together. Perfect synergy. Moving over to passives, and I know it looks very different because the menu is different, but for the most part, it is very similar. So under base class Acolyte, 8 into Forbidden Knowledge, 5 into Dark Rituals, 8 into Stolen Vitality, 1 into Soul Aegis. So that is it, 22 points into the base class. Under Lich, we now have 10 points into Apo. I don't know how to say the word, so that's what I call it. 10 into Apo. The other 79 go into Necromancer. And again, my character's level 98. Level 98. 8 into Risen Army, 2 into Grave Thorns, that's what I'm leveling right now, 1 into Blood Armor, 10 into Mortal Tether, find into Reclamation of Souls, jump everything in the middle, 1 into Tyrant, 3 into Cling to Life, 4 into Empty the Graves, 1 into Disciplines of the Necromancer, 10 into Rite of Undeath, 3 into Moonlight Pyre, 5 into Veins of Malice, 1 into Blades of the Forlorn, 10 into Heresy, 5 into River of Bones, 5 into Frantic Summons, and 5 into Effigies. Now, probably didn't do a good job reading that because I just went around, but obviously as you are going, you're cascading down. So fill these three, and just go down. You really want these ones here, the ones at the end, okay? Those are the passives. On to everybody's favorite part, gear. And we are actually going to start with idols. Now, obviously, the idols look different because it is laid out differently. And a lot of people are complaining that their builds took a huge hit because they can no longer have 4 large idols. And I can tell you, for my Fire Necro build, we got stronger because of the new idols, because we can add 1 extra idol. Check this out. Minion Fire, Minion Fire, Minion Fire, Minion Fire, Minion Fire, Minion Fire, chance to summon Flame Wraith and Ward Retention, and then the number 1 idol that you have to find, which I actually found another one today, which I was very surprised. That is now, I think, the 3rd I've ever found, and again, this character's level 98. Chance to summon Flame Wraith with minion chance to apply a Mark of Death on hit. This isn't required, but it is by far the best idol for this character, okay? But because of the new layout, we were able to add a 3rd one of these, which increases minion fire. So idols, very good with the update. Now I'm going to slowly go through gear so you can see what I am using, and this character can clear everything, every single boss that this game has right now. Helmet. Amulet, which this amulet got nerfed big time for this update. Catalyst, armor, weapon, which is a scepter, ring, belt, ring, relic, boots, and gloves. That is the gear and the idols that I am using. Time to break down the character sheet. Now, right now I've got 73 points into intelligence, which is obviously the main stat you are looking for, 12 into vitality. My resistances are okay. Void is solid, necrotic solid, physical, cold, lightning, really fire and poison I need to work on. But for the most part, this character literally never dies. Why? Because of ward. So 361% to ward. And then again, your Rip Blood creates ward, and your zombies give you huge amounts of ward. So as far as my resistances, they're fine because my ward is so good. Cast speed. Everyone has asked me, why do you put so much cast speed on that? You're not actually casting anything that hits people. You want high cast speed so that you can Rip Blood and summon your minions faster. You will realize this immediately once you come across a shrine that gives you increased cast speed. You're going to be like, holy smokes, I want more of this. And when you summon a Wraith through your passives, it'll boost it 20%. So right now my character has 85% cast speed. Look at this. Very, very, very fast. Defenses, I'm over 60% endurance, but I need to kill a little endurance and get my threshold up, and my critical strike avoidance is over 100. So again, resistances are okay, ward retention is awesome, endurance is awesome, critical strike avoidance is awesome. Just need a little more threshold. Now, the exciting part. Minion. So check this out. You remember the scaling tags we want, okay? Minion damage, 559%. Minion spell damage, 681%. Increase minion fire damage, 1,024. 1,024. On top of that, increased minion health, 953. Here's some good stats. On top of that, minion critical strike chance, 14%. I wish it was closer to 20, but 14 will do because they shoot so fast. Minion critical strike multiplier, 317%. This character is an absolute beast, and we are going to end at the training dummy. Thought this would be a good time to showcase how much damage this can do. Check this out. Right. I don't even have my hands up. It's ridiculous. All right, everyone, that's the video. That's the build guide. I want to know your opinion. I'm looking for ways to push this build even further. Let me know what I missed in the comment section below. Again, Nexus store. If you're on the fence for Last Epoch, right now it is 20% off. Link is in the description below. If you have not joined the official Action RPG Discord, please do so. We are on our way to 1,000 members, great conversations every day. The idea is to create a gaming community that could jump from game to game together, so you never start the server alone. Link for that Discord is also in the description. And remember, everything is timestamped, so feel free to jump around however you want. And the loot filter is also in the description. Thank you, Volatile Zombies, for those explosions to take out this video. That's all I've got. Aaron, out.